Let me see what y'all think about this. So there's a hot take on Twitter also regarding Carti. You know how I like the Carti topics. But hey, see, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but I see him on Twitter all the time. We're cool. He said Carti could realistically sell like 200K now. In my opinion, his hype never dies down. Do y'all think that's possible? Because perhaps I do feel like he's the hottest artist in the game. Organically. Maybe not aside from like Travis or like, you know, the easy go-tos, the solidified artists who have been hot for, you know, 10 years. But I mean, Uzi just sold 165K. So if you recall, like around Christmas time when Carti posted that one picture of the chick and then allegedly he got arrested as well for he who shall not be named. Around that time, we were trying to debate as to who was going to sell more on their next project. Now, every single time Carti is on a feature, and I do think that this low voice that we just discussed earlier is more like trappy, which is a bigger audience than the heavy metal niche type rap, where like only opium people kind of fuck with that. Everybody else is on Twitter's like, what the hell is this? Like, that's not what we signed up for. We're rap fans for a reason, although I'm down for whatever. I do like rock music sometimes. Will he get the 200K? Somebody in the chat saying it will be well below 150. I do think it'll be over 105, which was a whole lot of red for sure, just because I feel like he's way bigger than he was back then, and he still has the hype behind his album, like for the rollout, people for music or whatever it ends up being, antagonists. So 200K though, that's like a big feat. But if he pulls that off and he beats Uzi's last project, man, that'll be a sight to see. Uzi fans will be in shambles. You already know that. It is crazy. Miguel says, y'all stupid if you think he can't do 200K plus easily. He's twice as big as he was in 2020. Whoa. Now, bundles are back. So maybe if you can finesse that. And I do think that he's the type of artist that people will buy merch. So if he can pull like a Travis and go a little bit more commercial, sell merch bundles with like the what is it called? It's like a package or a box set. He gets the box. If he does that, puts a CDs or a vinyl in it, which I do. I have Carti vinyls back there and Uzi ones. If he does get those, perhaps 200K might not be as hard as you think. He's got 30 million monthly listeners with no new album out. Well, let's be honest here. And I've used that argument with some of my friends who think Carti's not big, damn well knowing that, you know, a lot of those are because of the Weeknd song, because that I think that song already hit like something crazy, maybe like, you know, 100 mil. I could be totally wrong. Hold up, let me just check this. It was a soundtrack to that one show that the Weeknd just dropped, so it did, bro. Look at this. 127 million, bruh. Let's be honest though. It's because of it's because of the Weeknd. I'm just so used to saying those two names. And he's got 100 mil monthly listeners. So it kind of helps, man. Now 200K again. I'm trying to really see, because I do think there was one stat on Twitter that I saw where I don't think it's Spotify, but like the page views, it might have been Genius, where it is true that every time there's a Carti feature, that's like the one song that a lot of fans go to, because Carti fans are diehards. But also, I don't know, he just has like this elusive nature. He did not give Uzi the feature, which I think is, again, relates to before where they're playing 4D chess. And so he only gave it to Travis because Travis is a bigger artist, and him and Uzi already, he might even in his head think he's bigger than Uzi, which would align with this 200K hot take. So Carti has the most views on that Genius page. Now, let me check something real quick. If we go to Travis, what's like the most streamed song on Utopia? It might not even show just yet. Yeah, it doesn't show. But in a couple days, we'll know what the top songs are. But I do think that Fiend will be one of the most streamed. Now, the Drake one will as well. But like out of all the features, I I do think that Carti's one of the biggest artists, man. It could be crazy because Carti could turn into like almost like a Tyler like figure where he makes his own little separate type music genre thing, and he makes his own world where he's not really in the mix. Like he doesn't make any music similar to all the regular artists, like, you know, Drake. I'm not talking down on them, like Drake, Future, I don't even know, just name like all the top 10 rappers, even Uzi. Like it's kind of mainstream, right? But Tyler the Creator's fans are so strong, yet he still sells like 200 something K. So I think Uzi or Carti could get to that point. I don't know if it'll be this project, but the next one. He's been like that since Die Lit. What are you saying? I still feel like, well, actually, no. Carti's always had like his own sound for sure, but he was still kind of trapped with Die Lit. Come on. Like he was still doing features with Nicki Minaj and like Travis, and it like everyone still fit on it. Whereas now with like Whole Lotta Red, with a lot of those songs, again, he had features on it like Future and I think Kanye were the only ones, if I recall correctly. But those were on, you know, it was a Kanye type orchestral symphony type beat. And then the Teen X was kind of like a trap beat as well. So if he goes with this heavy metal, then perhaps it's hard to get features on that type of music. Cause I mean, I feel like Uzi and Travis could do that cause they're more like rager types, but maybe with the low voice, he'll get like big features from Future again. I would like to see a Drake one, but if he gets big features on that, I think he could push 150 easy, but we shall see. Party bundles would carry the 200K. It depends, like what's the word? Like, let's just call it weird. Cause you know, Carti, like his last Whole Lotta Red merch was like the cat that just said Carti on it. And among other like vampire-esque things, and you know, especially with that brand, the goth people and the emo people and like the all black wearers, they'll cop that merch. But you know, everyday regular people ain't copping that. But maybe Carti fans, if he has enough, which he does, and they are willing to buy that just to get the box set with like custom covers, again, like Travis Scott, if he really goes hard on that, I think he could do 200K. He's just at the point where you hear his name and you think of only him, not him, and the rest of the people are genre. Yeah, I'd agree. I truly think we might be getting to the point where Carti is surpassing Uzi. I feel like he's laid the groundwork. I think Uzi's still, like hits wise, discography wise, he's still way bigger. But if we're talking about like the actual persona, maybe that's not even true. Like everybody knows who Uzi is, but as an artist, I don't know. I just feel like Carti got way more diehard fans, so it's really hard to gauge. And sales aren't everything too, because there are like even pop artists who have huge songs, but their albums don't necessarily do well, or they're super famous, but you know, nobody cares about their music. I can't think of any examples right now, but like megastar type John. Dirk is bigger than Carti and he ain't sell 200K ever. Is Dirk bigger than Carti? I don't know, man. Because again, if you're what did you do to this? If there was gonna be a Dirk feature on like say a Drake project or a Carti project or a Carti feature on the Drake project, which one are y'all listening to first? You know, I probably won't even check out the Dirk feature. I just wouldn't care. Well, actually, if it's a Drake album, I would, but I would be way more excited for the Carti. Now, I am a bigger Carti fan, so Dirk fans might go to this. It might just be like a biased thing, but I feel like overall, I don't know. I feel like Dirk is like heavily. Here's the thing, I can't do it. Here's the thing with Dirk and Baby that we talk about all the time. They're heavily pushed by the industry. If we were to get Carti by himself, no marketing budget, compared to or dropping on the same day as any other artist, maybe not everyone like Travis or whatever, but like, you know, his peers like a Dirk or Baby, I think Carti might outsell them. Like no promo whatsoever. I just feel like he's got more pull within his actual fan base rather than getting spammed everywhere on YouTube Shorts and like by the actual platform, YouTube, and then also playlisting with Rap Caviar. Like it's just not fair. And because, and I'm not trying to like white knight here. I really I don't care who's bigger necessarily. I'm just trying to debate here. But Carti just doesn't make the type of music, at least right now, maybe with the low voice, to be pushed on Rap Caviar. Like what song are they gonna put on there? Like all of this shit is like Baby Voice or like Vamp Anthem. Like if a random rap listener went on Rap Caviar and Vamp Anthem was the first track on there, they would get off. They might even go convert to Apple Music. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Do I think Youngboy's on the next Carti album? I feel like he will be, especially with that 00 4KT, whatever. I don't think that's a collab tape though. I really don't. I feel like that was kind of just like their gang now. They're affiliated. Which is, has Uzi messed with? That's another weird thing about the Uzi Carti situation. So Uzi and Youngboy, like they're not beefing, but like because Youngboy and Rich the Kid are cool, like Youngboy said he wouldn't work with Uzi. So now Carti's like boys with Youngboy. Kind of tells you something. Just think about it. Carti fan median income lower than the poverty line. I feel like street rappers fans probably got less money than Carti fans, because I mean a lot of people make fun of Carti fans for being like white and like suburban, right? Like I just feel like suburban and like, you know what I'm saying, it just usually that's like the privileged stereotype, right? Racist? That wasn't racist, that was just generalities, which is true in America. But I'll get away from that topic so nobody like fucks me up for it. Here's another thing. Somebody said that Carti fans are willing to spend 100K on leaks. Now, that might be a similar thing to Juice WRLD, where Juice WRLD obviously will sell a fuck ton. He'll outsell everybody. Maybe not now, but if he was still alive, he definitely would. But we already knew that. That's not even a debate, because he's more like pop. Like he'll make like the big mega hits. Who the fuck listens to Rap Caviar? The NPCs. But the thing is, the people who listen to Rap Caviar, I'm not knocking them, but they're the people who don't really have time, maybe like more adult, right? People like me, probably, normal people my age. They need a playlist to like check out the new music as opposed to finding it themselves. So in a way, they're NPC like, where, you know, they're letting other people control their music world. So that's what I'm saying. Like if you get pushed, that's most people, bro. Like I'd say that the people who mess with music like wholeheartedly, like the enthusiasts, like usually that's, if there's a bell curve, people who care about music strongly, that's like top 15%. I have Rap Caviar in my library. Yeah, I got a lot of playlists and I have internet people. I don't listen to that really, but yeah, I got it in there. But that's because it's for like easy access, so we can like check out like if Yeet was in Rap Caviar or whatever. I just have it all like that. But yeah, that was embarrassing, honestly. I was talking shit about mad Rap Caviar, and then it's like, you kind of smash Rap Caviar, bro. Yeah. That was bad. I listen to Ice Spice. Nah, bro. Look. Where even is Ice Spice? See, if I was listening to Rap Caviar, I would be liking all these songs. But half these songs, like Sexy Red. I actually fuck with Bia. I don't really listen to her music, but I feel like she's got some good songs. They bounce. Bia. Let's see. Yeet is on there with My Wrist.